Hey everybody, Paul Brink here for Paul Brink and Safety Squad. Sorry, changing up the name of the channel. I have to, because it seems like more and more people are getting hurt at work. They're not using common sense. So I'm going to start a series of videos to help educate those that think they know everything that there is to know about being safe on a workplace, even as a temp worker. So, let's get to it and see what goes good. I mean, what worse can happen? If many of you don't realize, yes, I'm going to be talking about the coronavirus with this series and with other things that can help you along the way in your travels as either a temp worker, construction worker, HVAC worker, just trying to help those that are just starting to understand the rules and regulations a bit better. I do apologize for the mess. I'm actually recording now in my kitchen/living room. Yes, you can see my bureau of my bedroom. Yeah, my bedroom's cluttered. Like I said, I'm a temp agent. I work 7 days a week. But as you can tell, I'm wearing my safety vest. Yes, I'm even wearing a DARE shirt. For those that are old enough to remember what DARE is. We're going to go over what OSHA mandates, what temp agents mandate for safety gear. And trust me, everything has to have stamp of approval by OSHA. You're going to find stuff out there that says that they're approved by OSHA. They're not. If you got a certificate that states that you have your OSHA 10 and you work for a temp agency, or if you have your ServSafe for food handling and you work for a temp agency, let's say out of the blue, People Ready, Labor Ready, as some people might know it. Kelly Services, Randstad. If any of you are familiar with the Northeast or accustomed to any of the temp agencies here in the United States, you might know some of these names. But me, myself, I'm going to come straight out and tell you, I work for People Ready. I have been with them since almost the age of 21. Here I am, just turned 34. And now, for the first time in a long time, I'm on a standstill for work. I put up a couple videos stating that I was going to do dumpster diving and try to educate people a little bit better. Don't mind me, I'm also working on my computer at the same time. I mean, let me grab some of the things I have. I even have winter gear to show you guys how to properly stay warm in the winter. I have, and trust me, everything I own is regulated. It's been okayed by OSHA. I'm not doing this as a promotion through OSHA or through my company, People Ready. I just want to get the education out there. And this may hurt me in the long run. This may actually boost me. I don't know. I just want to help educate people with this. I mean, it doesn't hurt to help someone that is new to the industry. So, let me grab my things and let me show you what I got. We'll start off with the summer stuff. Alright, With my company, a lot of the times our P.P.E, they do recommend that we have, one, our safety vests. We always wear our safety vests. And this is mostly for construction. Whether you're indoors, outdoors, you have to be visible. If you're on a construction site, renovation site, most renovation sites are indoors. If it's an exterior, have yourself a hard hat. Mine, if you can't tell, backside, it's adjustable. I can fit it to my head. If I'm wearing a bandana in the summertime, I got it. That's what I gotta wear if I'm working outdoors on a construction site or a renovation site. If you can't tell, I've taken a few blows to the head. And of course my cat, Oreo the scrap cat, loves sniffing my bag every time I come home from a job. He also loves to rub up on my equipment. That's my hard hat. Another thing they like us to have, if your agency doesn't bring it, and that's not good. I just dropped my hard hat. Let's add another ding to that, shall we? If you don't have a high-res orange vest and you know someone that's got an extra and they don't need it, even if it's faded, get one that's got pockets. Okay? This is what we're looking at. Decent size. Fits everybody. And if you can't tell, you got a clip. Well, you got one of those hooks things. For, let's say, you get promoted on the job site as the temp supervisor. Communication with HQ. At all times, you want to have communication. You get into trouble and you're within your service area, don't be afraid to call your branch or your supervisor if you can't find your supervisor. By all means, always have your cell phone on you. And if you have a good cell phone, make sure you have insurance on it. Another thing they like, a lot of places like you to have, especially if you're working construction. And trust me, it helps. Hand protection. Most of the time, I wear them. I'm supposed to wear them all the time. Unless I'm on lunch, unless I'm on my break. I have to wear them. Eye protection. I get away with not wearing goggles. You have to have safety glasses for some jobs. Plastic frame glasses. If you have an old set of prescription glasses that have the side shields, use them. Do whatever it takes to protect your eyes. Your feet. Your feet, of all things, have to be protected. Get yourself a good set of work boots. Preferably steel toe. Nowadays, I'm hearing and I'm seeing a lot of places actually and hearing through the grapevine, OSHA really doesn't care anymore. This is my preference. This is what I've been reading up on, because I've been keeping up with the industry. Carbon fiber acts like there's nothing there, but yet you drop anything, you're not going to get your damn toe cut off like you would with a set of steel toes. Steel toes are great, yes. If you're working indoors in a warehouse, you want to keep your feet comfortable. You want to be able to protect your feet. Things like that. Now, if you're working in a confined space, remember, 2 major rules. If you're working above your head, always wear your helmet. Always. If you're working in a confined space that has no light, your next best bet, have a headlamp. Preferably, keep it on your helmet. If you're working in the tree industry, or like some of the guys I know, they're linesmen. Don't know them personally, just know what they do for work. I mean, granted, yeah, I'd love to see some movement where if you're skilled in a trade, you get work in that trade all the time. Me, I do it all. Store resets, renovation, event venues, everything. I have to keep myself safe. You guys need to do the same. Males, females. Yeah, getting back to a confined space with no light. There you go. You got your hard hat with your light. Trying to keep this damn thing on correctly. Oil fields. You'll notice that the oil drillers, they wear a different style hard hat. Everybody's got their own style hard hats. Construction. Flat bill. Oil industry. Oil industry. Linemen. They have that bill that goes all the way around their helmet. Me? I enjoy the hard hat. But yet, back to... Oh, one thing I forgot to bring up with the safety. Never forget your hearing. Your hearing is the most important thing to you. Your health is important. Your hearing's important. Your eyesight's important. You can go without speaking. You get laryngitis for a few days, big deal. Sometimes you're going to have co-workers that get so damn sick and tired of hearing you talk. I know some of mine do. I really know some of mine do. But that's who I am. I'm a temp agent. I have severe anxiety, but you know what? That's the price of me being me. If I feel like my nerves are being rattled, and I just start yammering, or as a lot of people put it, I talk way too damn much. Oh well. Deal with it. If I ask too many questions, deal with it. I want information. Information helps. If I ask you for help, I don't get my help. I'm doing it myself. I get hurt. I get hurt. My company comes back out with a safety inspector. Now, if they find out that I got hurt because of the client's negligent or the supervisor's negligent to properly give me the help needed, then the supervisor's going to have issues. Plain and simple. The supervisor's going to have issues. Another thing I want to bring up with the safety. If you're, again, working inside, no light, confined space, always have an entry and an exit. If you're working underground, putting in pipes, make sure you got that collapse barricade in. Because if your collapse barricade ain't in, you're buried. Then guess what happens? OSHA gets called. When OSHA gets called, job site gets shut down. Everybody gets sent home. More than likely, and this has been a hot topic for me, because I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen on a couple times. I'm there with a couple co-workers. We have to stay. Even when OSHA shows up and our safety inspector shows up. We have to answer questions of what events led up to the collapse. What did we do to try to free our co-worker from the collapse? If your safety measures are all met originally, and the supervisor decides he wants to change things, and your safety inspector, yet again, my company, people ready, we end up losing. We lose a lot. Oh, another thing I want to talk about with this safety, with this part 1 of this safety series. Hydration. Water. In the summertime, it is your best friend. In the wintertime, it is your best friend. Gatorade. Both times of the year, your best friend. Electrolytes. Hydration. Caffeine. I'm going to tell you right now, from my point of view, caffeine in the summer, bad idea. You're going to get a knot in your stomach. You're going to get sick to your stomach. You're going to end up vomiting. You're going to end up getting sent home. In my line of work, that's a bad thing. I think later on this week, we're going to get into the winter. Fun. I want to know what everybody's opinion is. I want to see comments. I want to hear your input. Give me ideas. What do you want me to do to help you stay safe? I'm going to put it right now just like this. Every time with my company, if you get put out on a job site and you feel unsafe at any point, don't be afraid to pick up your phone. Walk away from the job site. Make it look like you're doing something. Grab your phone. Call your safety inspector, your branch manager, somebody. Have them come out and do a surprise inspection on the site. If you feel as though something is not right. Better to be safe than sorry. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I've been hurt more than once. Few times, I've been able to work through it. And I suffered. I've worked for companies throughout the winters here in Connecticut. Shoveling snow. I moved the wrong way. I walked in. I did everything right. That one time is all it takes. Always keep your guard up. Like I said, my name's Paul Brink. I'm a career temp worker. I want to get out of this line of work. I'm doing this as a heads up to everybody. I've been to the emergency room 6 times. In almost 18 years. 6 times. Once every 3 years. That's about the ratio, right? Well, guess what? Lately, like I said at the beginning, I see more and more people getting hurt. Not because of their own fault, but because of the fact that of somebody else's negligence. The company I've worked for the past 5 years, sorry, 6, fallen on ice, black ice. They said it was already salted. For the workers of this multi-trillion-dollar operation to take in part there. I go to file an incident report, and every time I went to file my incident report, I got told, go ahead and do it. You'll be fired. I will fire your asses right now. I'm sorry, but when you're falling on black ice in a parking lot, going to your break, and you're not paying hazard pay? I live in southern New England. Almost every damn job I've worked on I've been injured. Some of them I've been able to take care of myself. Because the customer had a first aid kit, had proper medical knowledge of how to treat the wound. One job I was recently on, I got injured. Big whoop. Lost a little bit of blood. Supervisor had a first aid kit on hand. Cleaned it up. Got my ass back to work. 3 days out of the 4, I'm working my ass off. It was fun. I felt it in the end, but it was fun. I went in prepared. I went in awake. I went in to do my job. Did my job as instructed. If I had questions, I went to the supervisor. Oh, and another thing. I don't want to hear nothing about you don't understand nothing about the safety ethic of jobs. Granted, every job's different. Every industry is different. OSHA has laws that have to be followed. I'm not an OSHA inspector. At some point in time, I do plan on becoming one to get out of this rut. I know in my past 2 videos, I stated no truck problems, big deal. I still find a way to work. I'll take public transportation. I'll call up a buddy. Call family. I've even gone as far as walking all the way to work. I've walked a lot just to get to a job site. Just to make sure I'm that damn dedicated. If anybody has any issues, walk away from my channel. Unsubscribe. I don't want to hear the snowflakes. And one thing I do want to bring up, yes, I am in isolation for 2 weeks. Ideas started coming to me about my channel. What can I do to help those that are either temp agents or just help those that are in different industries understand the safety concerns. I live in Bristol, Connecticut. My state has 57 confirmed cases of the COVID-19 virus. 57. We're in lockdown. But the way I see it, it's only a matter of time, people. My company sent me a list and a few things to review, if you would. Myself. Take 10 minutes out of my day. Big deal. I'm stuck at home. I can do this. 10 days. No, 10 minutes. I've read 3 pages every day since St. Patrick's Day. And it looks like I've been talking here for a good 30 minutes. When this video finally posts, I'm going to make sure I leave a questionnaire up on my page. What do you want to hear about? Leave a comment. Hit that thumbs up. Share. Get the word out. I'm not here to hurt anybody. I'm here to help. I'm not really looking to hurt anybody. If you can't do what you need to stay safe on a job site, that's on you. But remember this, with COVID-19 being as strong as it is right now, and everybody freaking out, thinking this is the end of the world, come on, people. A lot of you that are part of this new generation, you weren't around during the Cold War. Granted, you're hearing about North Korea now with their nuclear bombs. Big deal. But I'm not going to be talking about that. I'm not going to talk about that. This episode is all about safety. Your gear. Preferably your summer gear. The boots you're supposed to wear all year. The gear you're supposed to have. Later on this week, I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do episode 2. In episode 2, we'll be talking about the coronavirus and what it's doing to the temp world. Why aren't the temp agencies doing anything to compensate the workers that they have out of work right now for the lost time? What can these temp agencies and these temp companies can do to compensate us, temp workers, to be able to pay our bills? I'll take a stipend check. I'll take a stipend check every week. Every week I don't work. While I'm in lockdown. With my company, I generate somewhere between $700 to $900 a month. $900 only pays my rent. I do other things in my spare time to take in take and help out to make a little extra money, to come up with all the good, all my decent, be able to keep my phone going. I'm not going to talk about family, even though come the next few weeks, we're going to start getting more and more in depth. Then you'll see, then I'll have episodes coming out of the on-site work. Maybe I'll sit and actually do an interview with one of my supervisors. That's if he's willing to be on camera. If not, I can always blur him out. I've got a few co-workers. One whom, former Marine, well, another veteran. If you would. You don't find many co-workers that you can work with every day. If you get a co-worker you can work with every day, it inspires you, or you inspire them to find a way how to get things done, that's a teammate. That's a good co-worker. This COVID virus, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to spend 5 minutes talking about this. And I know I'm going to get bashed about it. But this COVID virus is bullshit. Oreo. Wake up. Sorry. Trying to wake up my cat. If you guys got to see him, he's a great big ball of fluff. I do everything. I started back in September. Starting to prepare for things. For the worst in the world. What I did in my past was my past. Don't judge my future by my past. This coronavirus, or COVID-19, whatever the hell you want to call it. COVID-19, COVID-19. Convict flu, Chinese flu. Breaking of the Geneva Code, biological warfare. Whatever the hell you want to call it. We're going to end up getting through this. Granted, there's going to be a lot of testing going on to make sure that they get the right antidote. And who are the ones that are going to be able to afford getting that cure? Not the poor. Not the working class. Just like the cancer cure that they have. Who are the ones that are getting it? The rich. Who's going to get the cure virus? Who's going to get the cure for this new virus. The rich. Honestly, I've already told everyone in my family, I love them. I tell them that every day. Every day I see them, every day I talk to them, whether it's on the phone, through video chat. Hell, I even tell my cat I love him. Sometimes he can be a pain in the ass. And yes, you heard me say I'm a veteran. I'm proud to serve. Those that doubt me, keep doubting me. Because when you're looking down the barrel, I'm not going to be the one stopping the bullet. I'm not going to bite the bullet for another rich motherfucker. I'm not going to bite the bullet for anybody else. Unless it's my family. I'm not here. I don't make my videos to please everybody. I'm going to piss people off. I'm going to make people start opening their damn eyes. And those that think that they have the qualifications to say that they know everything. Granted, you have a smartphone. What the hell does that say about your intelligence now? Don't mind my cough. You can say I've got the coronavirus. I've been tested. I'm good. I refuse to get the flu shot. I see the doctor when I'm sick. I see a former VA shrink. Because I refuse to pay my government more damn money to go to the VA hospital. For the benefits I earned. Oh, like I said, I was going to talk about the coronavirus for 5 minutes. 43.5 minutes in. 2 minutes on the coronavirus. I've spent another 11.5 minutes, almost 12 minutes, talking about everything else. Yes, I get it. I'm scatterbrained. But you know what? And I do have a short attention span. Ooh, squirrel. Sorry. But you know what? I don't live my life to please everybody else. I live my life the way I see fit. You don't like it? Too bad. If you're gonna be a whining freaking Democrat, fine. Not around me. Not on my channel. You wanna call me a fake? You wanna call me a liar? Have the facts and prove me wrong. Because you know what? I've got a grandfather that's 83 fucking years old. He smoked almost his entire fucking life. And guess what? He's still not dead. I have family members that have never smoked in their life. They were diagnosed with lung cancer. So if anybody wants to tell me I'm doing wrong, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a realist. If you're under the age of 18, don't watch my channel. Unless you want to live in a world of fear for the rest of your lives and have your safe spaces. Go elsewhere. I do not apologize for what I have to say. I will never apologize for what I have to say or what I do. Motherfucker, you got the coronavirus. Times are hard, people. Now is the time to be real. A lot of people have been showing their true colors with this coronavirus. But you know what? That's the issue. When you need someone the most, you see their true colors. It's not what they can do for you, it's what you can do for them. It's taken me a while to realize that. But you know what? I'm standing tall. I'm putting up a fight. I'm fighting back. It's time to understand. This is just another virus we're all gonna beat. This coronavirus, we will beat. We've beaten the plague. We've beaten famine. A lot of us have looked death in the eye, laughed at him, and we're still walking around. A lot of us are thankful to be alive. This coronavirus is just another scare tactic by the government. And you know what? Maybe I will make this an hour long. Because honestly, I don't. Want to hear all these sissy little pricks. Whine, bitch, and complain about this person has the coronavirus, that person has the coronavirus. Guess what? We're all going to get it. Just like we're all going to get the flu. The flu's going to hit us at some point in time. It's just like the coronavirus. We're all going to get it at some point in time. Right now, the U.S. Health Department is saying it's in 45% of the country. They're just starting to test a experimental cure. Where the hell did this damn cure come from? Not our government. It came from the same damn place that the coronavirus started in 70 years ago. $70 years, people. 70 years. And the one infected person that gets out of China starts spreading it around the world. States, countries going on lockdown, events have been canceled. A lot of people are enjoying this family time. A lot of people are freaking out because they believe this is the end of the world. I'm going to do like my ancestors did. I'm not going to implant some fake whatever the hell they want to call it, cure, experimental cure, into my body. Just like the flu shot. CDC says it's a fake, it's a dead cell that they're putting into your body for your antibodies to help fight. Let's try it like this. I'm also going to run a poll. How many people get the flu shot and end up getting the flu? I know I said this was going to be about safety and the coronavirus. I'm hitting 3 topics right now. At almost an hour. And it's been almost a month since my last video. Well, guess what? Solitary confinement does that to people. Get you thinking. Starts to make you wonder, what's the world really about? I'm going to split this one in 2. But for now, this is Paul Brink and Safety Squad by the book. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Have any concerns, leave them in the comments. You want to ask me any safety tips? Whether it's with a temp agency, construction field, renovation field, I'll do what I can to help. But for now, I'm signing off. Enjoy your Monday.